Hello everyone. Today you will see how to work with the Numpy package, which is one of the core ingredients or packages that is used in data science while working with the data. So before we start our session for the day, I request every one of you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the notification icon so that you can receive all the latest updates and notifications that we keep posting on our YouTube channel. So without any further delay, let us start our session for the day. So first of all, we will see what is Numpy package. So Numpy is a powerful library for mathematical or numerical computation in Python. So it provides various support for array, matrices, and a wide range of mathematical functions to operate on these data structures. So now we will see the roles of using the NumPy array. So the primary role of using the NumPy array is the efficient memory management and optimization for larger data sets. And the second goal of using NumPy array it reads and writes the data faster as compared to the traditional Python list that we use initially. So before we see an example of using NumPy, first of all we will see how to install or how to import NumPy package. So in order to import the NumPy package, there are two things. Firstly, if you are using Visual Studio, then you will have to import or install the NumPy. So in order to install NumPy, you have to open the command prompt, and then in the command prompt you need to write pip install NumPy, and once you press enter, it will start to install the package. And if NumPy is already installed, it will say as requirement already satisfied. So this is how you can install the NumPy. So now, in order to work with NumPy example, we will go to the Visual Studio, and over here we will create a NumPy array. So in order to create a NumPy array, the first thing that you need to do is import NumPy as NP. And then if you want to create a NumPy array, you will declare a variable called as arr is equals to np.array, then the small bracket, and then square bracket, and then you can give any number, and then close the square bracket and then the small brackets, and then you need to print the array. So in order to see the elements of an array or a NumPy array, you need to use the print and then the variable name. In order to see the type of array, means the type which arr variable belongs to, so you need to do print and then type of arr. Now we will run this code in order to see what it prints. So in order to run the code, you need to click on this start button. So once you click on the start button, the bot will or the code will start to execute. So if you see, the output has come as 1, 2, 34, and 5, and the type of that variable has come as numpy.nd array. So this is how you can use or create a NumPy array in Python. Let us see one more example where we will create a NumPy 2D array. So in order to create a NumPy 2D array, what we will do is we will create uh, we will just import the NumPy and then arr and then np.array and small bracket, and in the square brackets we will pass this 1 comma 2 comma 3 4 comma 5 comma 6 in another square bracket, and whole of these items which are there will be enclosed by another square brackets. So this is how you can create a 2D array. So what we can do is we can uh, mm, 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 we can calculate, or we can know the dimensions of a numpy array also. So over here 1D dimension is equals to np dot ndim and then arr, and then what we'll do is we will print one dimension, 1D dimension. And now we will check the dimension of our newly created example, that is dimension 2D is equals to np dot ndim, and then what we will do is we will pass arr as the variable, and then we will print the dimension of 2D, and then we will print the array, and then now we will run the code in order to see what output it gives. So we will just have to wait a few seconds in order for the output to be printed. So if you can see, the initial array that we created was a 1D array. So it has printed the output as 1. And for the second array that we created, the dimension is 2. And this is the output of the second array. So in order to be more clear, what we can do is we can write like this: dimension of 2D array is, and then we can give comma, and then same thing we will copy and paste over here, and then another comma. Yeah, now we will run this code, and this time this will be more clearer because we have printed the statements also. So if you see like just one more minute, uh, over here we will give as 1D array. Yeah, now we will run the block of code again, and we will see the output. So if you see, the initial array that we created was a 1D array, so it gave the dimension as 1. And then when we created a new example of a 2D array, so it gave the dimension as 2, and this is the output of a 2D array. So this is how you can create a 2D array and also 1D array in NumPy.